Good morning to all of you. We begin this class today with the topic budget deficit and the types of budget deficit, or we can say even the measures of the government deficit. First and foremost, write down what is budget deficit. Meaning, budget deficit. It refers to a situation when the budget expenditure of the government are greater than the budget receipts. Okay, expenses are more, income is less, revenue is less. That is termed as a budget deficit. Situation when your budget expenditure is more than your budget receipts. Now, types of budget deficit or measures of deficit budget are, there are three. Budget deficit is of three types. Revenue deficit, revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, and the third is primary deficit. There are three types. Measures of government budget or the budget deficit is of three types: revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, and primary deficit. First, revenue deficit. Revenue deficit. Revenue deficit is the excess of the government's revenue expenditure over total revenue receipts. Over total revenue receipts. During a given fiscal year. During a given fiscal year. Implications. It includes only those transactions that affect the current income and expenditure of the government. It implies that the government is saving and is using up the savings of the other sectors of the economy to finance as a part of its consumption expenditure. It also implies that the government has to finance it from capital receipts like borrowings or sale of its assets. A large revenue deficit means large borrowings. Large borrowings will result in increased revenue expenditure and a larger revenue deficit. Now, measures to reduce revenue deficit. Measures to reduce revenue deficit. Number one, curtail expenditure. Curtail. Curtail means lessen. Lessen expenditure. Curtail expenditure. Now, under this heading, you write down for reducing the revenue deficit, the government should reduce its expenditure and avoid unnecessary and wasteful expenditure. Second point, raise more taxes. The government should raise more tax revenues. By raising the tax revenues, we can reduce revenue deficit. Come to the second one, fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit is the excess of total expenditure over total receipts excluding borrowings during a given fiscal year. In other words, fiscal deficit is the difference between the government's total expenditure and its total receipts, excluding borrowings full stop. Next line, non-debt creating receipts, non-debt, DEBT, non-debt creating receipts. What are these? Those receipts which do not give rise to debt. Those receipts which do not give rise to debt, DEBT. Example, recovery of loans, disinvestment, etc. Next line. Can there be a fiscal deficit? Question comes, can there be a fiscal deficit in a government budget without revenue deficit? Can there be a fiscal deficit in a government budget without a revenue deficit? Yes, it is possible in the following manner. First, when revenue budget is balanced, and capital budget shows a deficit. And second, when there is a surplus in the revenue budget, but a deficit in the capital budget, but a deficit in the capital budget, full stop. Implications of fiscal deficit. First, debt trap, DEBT, TRAP. Within brackets, you can write deficit multiply borrowings. Deficit multiply borrowings. What does this mean? When there is greater fiscal deficit, it means there is greater borrowings. And this increases the future liability of the government as it has to pay interest and repayments of loans. As it has to pay interest and repayments of loans. Now, payment of interest increases revenue expenditure. And this may increase revenue deficit, thus resulting in more borrowings and more interest payments. Second point, inflation. Fiscal deficit implies that the government has to borrow to meet this deficit. The government borrows from RBI and the RBI prints more currencies to meet the fiscal deficit. This increases the circulation of money, in the economy and causes inflation. Third implication, increase in foreign dependence. Increase in foreign dependence. When the government borrows from the rest of the world, it increases its dependence of the government on other countries. And the fourth point, affects future growth and development. Affects future growth and development. At this point, write down the financial burden of borrowings will be on the future generations. It hampers the future growth. It hampers the future growth and development prospects of the economy. Then measures to rectify. First, borrowings. Borrowings from domestic sources like public, commercial banks, international organizations, etc. And second, deficit financing, deficit financing in brackets, printing more currency notes, printing more currency notes. Okay. Now the third deficit, primary deficit. Primary deficit is the difference between fiscal deficit and interest payments. Implications. Primary deficit indicates how much government borrowings are required to meet its existing expenses other than interest payments on public debt. A zero primary deficit means that the government has to resort to borrowings only to meet its interest payments on public debt. It is not adding to the existing loans. Okay. So these three topics we covered today. The measures of the government deficit, revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, and primary deficit. Many a times, the differences between any two could be asked of you in the examination. They're like the differences between fiscal deficit and primary deficit. What is the difference? So you must know the meanings, and that will bring out the differences. Then what all does it include? What does it not include? How it can be remedied? How it cannot? These are some of the differences you have to learn theoretically from the examination point of view. And with this, we come to the end of this chapter. Tomorrow we will take up a new chapter, the next chapter. Till then, any questions so far? Anyone? Yes, Anushka.